So Marcus Houston just gave a response to the allegations or what has been said of him dating and later on marrying. Okay, firstly dating a minor and then later on marrying her. And before I get into the video, I want to just quickly play it for you guys and then share my thoughts with you afterwards. So here's the video.
Me and my wife's situation is a little different, you know, how we met, through mutual friends and everything like that. When I met my wife, she was 17. So, we had no really conversation and no really connection until, she was of age. And, it's, people don't understand it. And I got a lot of course, I got a lot of backlash for marrying someone that was 19. And, when we did finally start to talk, I was like, this woman is like me. And she was just like, when I would talk to her, she just, for one, we had a spiritual connection. And I feel like that's the most important thing. We both love God. We both love Jehovah. And that was key. And being able to start being around her and talking to her and talking to, like, we got it. We connected through music. And her spirit, her kindness, her heart reminds me a lot of my mom.
Marcus Houston starts off talking about how him and his wife first met on a platonic basis, and I'm assuming the relationship progressed from there. And what he's saying is not out of the ordinary. The Jehovah's Witnesses have a very small community, and everyone is in that community and actively participating in it. So what I mean is that if you're part of the religion, you need to try and recruit your family and your friends into the religion. If not, you minimize or limit the amount of time that you spend with your family and friends outside of the religion, and then you maximize actually on the time that you do spend with people in the religion. So it's not unlikely to see 40-year-old men in group friendly settings with 20-year-old children. I mean, not 20-year-old children, but minors who are under the age of 18, because the religion actually encourages young people to hang around and befriend older people, because you can learn a lot from older people, they say. Already, this creates a healthy climate for predators, because you will now just be hanging around these young people who are very impressionable, inexperienced when it comes to life, and looking for some form of mentorship or someone who can, impart their knowledge onto them. So this can even be life experiences, and in this instance, biblical or faith-based mentorship. So already you can get a feel of the environment these two people came from.
I met my wife, she was 17. So, we had no really conversation and no really connection until, she was of age. And,
So when he says they weren't talking until she was of age, I mean, I need clarity on that. What do you mean? Do you mean that before she turned 18, you were not talking to her at all? Or before she was 18, you were just keeping it friendly and in mind, thinking to yourself, no, as soon as she turns 18, it's her birthday, I'm going to make my move. I'm going to make my move on this 18-year-old, the 40-something-year-old, because this is very attractive to me. I am finding this person so attractive. Like, I want to be with them. This man is telling me this was going through his head. This was going through his head. Wow.
It's, people don't understand it. And I got a lot of course, I got a lot of backlash.
Yes, people do not understand. I still need to know what you find attractive in a 90, not even 90. I keep getting this women's age wrong because of, I'm so confused as to a 17-year-old being with a 40-something-year-old or someone like in their late 30s and then getting married, and now she's in her 20s, so now she is a grown adult. Like, I keep just getting confused by that, but I need to understand, why do you think people would understand you being with a 17, 18-year-old, 19-year-old would make sense? Like, no, It doesn't make sense. I also don't understand.
A lot of backlash for marrying someone that was 19. And, you know,
Nah, like, what do you think? You're gonna get praises? Like, would people really sit there and just praise him and say, "Oh my gosh, you did so well. Oh my gosh, you saved this missing child and you gave her a home. You gave her a home." Like this man, I honestly don't understand.
when we did finally start to talk,
At 18, so literally, maybe you met her at like 17, and then a few months later, you were like, "Yeah, I like you, shawty. I like you." Guys, this is not funny. It's actually not funny at all.
I was like, this woman is like me. And she was just like, when I would talk to her, she just, for one, we had a spiritual connection. And I feel like that's the most important thing. We both love God. We both love Jehovah. And that.
This right here. This is what actually angers me, because you start to see the rationale here that people do such vile and bad things in the name of religion. And then, oh, guys, I'm wearing a crop top. But they'll do vile things in the name of religion and then say, "No, we had a spiritual connection." Of course, you had a spiritual connection. You are in the same religion, you share the same faith. So, of course, there is that connection. Does it mean you should be together romantically?
That was key. And being able to start being around her and talking to her and talking to, like, we got it. We connected through music and her spirit, her.
And I just want to add here that I don't even feel like this was even a genuine connection. And I know it's none of my business. But what I mean is that there's so many options in the Jehovah's Witness organization. There's so many single ladies who are beautiful, who want to build homes, who want to just live a normal life with a husband and wife, and of course still be part of the religion. So he had many options. I need people to know this. He had tons of options. Do not get fooled by this connection. He had tons of options and he said, "No, I want to be with this young person. I want to date this minor. So I will wait for this minor to be of age and then I will pursue her." That's what he said.
Kindness, her heart reminds me a lot of my mom.
Yeah, this is just quite disturbing and very sad, because it's very common in the Jehovah's Witness organization. There's a lot of older men who are with younger women, and sometimes as a woman you're in a vulnerable situation and you're part of this high control religion. You are taught that it's very much okay, if not advisable, to be with this man, because of, let's not forget, this religion encourages young people to befriend older people. And when you create such a situation and there's a predator in the mix, they will exploit that and misuse that. And you see this with the religion having so many issues when it comes to child abuse, because they have just created an environment for predators to easily find the next victim. So yeah, I think this video and his response, I think he's realizing that the Jehovah's Witnesses they really and truly mean it when they say that people should live a life of modesty, and riches are definitely just for the governing body members. Because I'm realizing that he's more active on his social media and he's in movies now, movies that I know Jehovah's Witnesses can't actually watch. So he's probably like desperate to make money, to the point where he's going against his religion in a sense. And what he's now doing is he's trying to seek the approval of the general public. And that's why now he's speaking out about his relationship and trying to justify being with someone so young. He's probably trying to like get back into Hollywood or get back into making movies so that he can make money. But the danger here is that he's actually glamorizing the Jehovah's Witness life, because the Jehovah's Witnesses are not allowed to do this. You are not allowed to pursue your dreams like this and still be part of the religion. To them, you are not a spiritual person at all. So my guess is that probably the congregation they're in, or the community that they're in, is not as inviting as it used to be. And now they're looking probably to, move out of the religion a little bit. And maybe this is the starting point. But this is just an assumption on my part. But still very concerning, because you're with a minor, you can't justify that. It's actually not okay. And this religion says it actually is okay. They really push for it and they isolate their members. It's very dangerous. It's a very, very dangerous religion and it cannot be glamorized at all. People, whenever you talk to them about Jehovah's Witnesses, they're like, oh, but they just want to tell people about the Bible. They just want to preach to people about the Bible. That's quite harmless. Yes, it's harmless when they just want to preach to you. But as soon as they get an opportunity and they see an opportunity in you. So maybe you're going through something like some form of hardship or something, and they see that gap and they talk to you and they address it. And you start thinking and considering that, oh, maybe these people are right. Maybe these people, maybe there is something to this. I mean, Marcus Houston is in this religion and he's like I wouldn't say a big celebrity, but he's a celebrity. So maybe there's something to it. I mean, Serena Williams is in it, an advocate of gender equality, an advocate for the rights of people, no discrimination of black people or women, an advocate for bullies. And here she is part of this religion. No, man, people are lying. And that is the danger right there. The glamorizing of the Jehovah's Witness religion is going to be the thing that empowers this religion, because I think it's collapsing and people are slowly waking up. So to basically mitigate that, I feel like they're allowing these celebrities like Marcus Houston and Serena Williams to, coexist peacefully in the religion. But people who have been there know that no, these people can't just be now coming in here and still being part of the big bad world, yet still they are good enough for God, when we have forsaken all our dreams just to appease God. And you're telling us now that no, these people can still be part of the organization when you have shunned so many other people. So yeah, that is just my 2 cents. I hope you guys like my setting. I'm just lying in bed here and I wanted to do this video, but I wanted to have a very cozy feel because I was not gonna do my makeup. Not this time. I'm so tired. And I'm just out here enjoying the afternoon and just relaxing. So guys, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one, and please be safe in these streets. Be safe.